Welcome in, everybody. Happy Menu Monday. We've got a big show planned for you today. We're going to be visiting a farmer's market, talk some barbecue in the Daily Yummy. We've got our Daily Giggle. We've got a lot of things that you might not realize that go on in our state that affects the rest of the world. When disaster strikes, there are a lot of people from the volunteer state who show up each and every time. And we've got a story about that coming up. But first, a little reminder from our Department of Highway Safety, because when you are out on the roads driving too fast because you're in a hurry, doesn't mean that you're going to get there safely.
Hello, I'm Director Buddy Lewis of the Tennessee Highway Safety Office. Today I'm here with Colonel Matt Perry of the Tennessee Highway Patrol. Tennessee traffic fatalities are on the rise and we need your help. Speeding and reckless driving have dramatically increased statewide. The Tennessee Highway Safety Office is partnering with THP and local law enforcement to prevent future crashes, injuries, and fatalities. Speeding drivers are almost 3 times more likely to be involved in fatal or serious injury crashes. Speeding lowers your reaction time, increases the risk of losing control of your vehicle, reduces the effectiveness of your occupant protection equipment, and threatens the safety of everyone around you. All we ask is for voluntary compliance.
Speed is a contributing factor in approximately 15% of all traffic fatalities in Tennessee. From 2019 to 2021, there were over 22,000 speeding-related crashes in Tennessee. During the Slow Down Tennessee campaign, you will notice an increased presence of troopers statewide. Speed enforcement is a primary duty of the Tennessee Highway Patrol. We are asking everyone to slow down and focus on their driving. The most difficult part of our job is notifying someone's family of the loss of a loved one. However, you can help us prevent a future tragedy by obeying the law. If you see someone driving unsafe, please call one of our dispatch centers by dialing star THP. That is star 847 from your cell phone. We want everyone to make it home safely.
Let's be considerate of all roadway users. Obey the traffic laws, buckle up, pay attention, never drink and drive, and slow down, Tennessee.
Star 847. Remember that number, star 847. An important number to remember. You don't need to call 911 for everything, but you may save a life just by remembering star 847. I think that just bears repeating. So does it bears repeating that there are a lot of fun things to do this with the sounds. The Nashville Sounds are our team. They're our local team, and they're so much fun for families. And there's some affordable fun for families that we don't even realize. And the Nashville Sounds always has the cheap seats, and it's always fun to go to the park because there ain't no bad seat. Our correspondent for Mornings on Main Street, Stephanie Miller, was there at the Nashville Sounds First Horizon Park.
Good evening. I'm going to try this again, having some issues with the video, but hopefully this will come through. So again, Stephanie Miller with Mornings on Main Street here at First Horizon Park in Nashville, home of the Nashville Sounds. We were here doing some interviews earlier today, 2 interviews that we will share with you on Friday morning on Mornings on Main Street. So can't wait to share that with you. I don't know about you, but I do love coming out to a great baseball game. I love grabbing either a hot dog or some food, and I have to say, usually a cold beer or a cold Coke or Pepsi. Here they have Pepsi products here at the park, but I love just sitting in the stands and watching a great game. There's something about when that ball connects to the bat and the sound that you hear. I don't know, it's fun and it's beautiful to me. But so you know, you have a chance to win free tickets to Sunday Family Fun Day. So this is something that we're doing with the Nashville Sounds, Main Street Media Television, and Nashville Sounds. We've teamed up for the Sunday Family Fun Day. So I'm going to turn this around for you. Here we go. And then with that, you can register to win free tickets to one of these Sunday home games. And that is amazing because, again, you get to watch what you're seeing here on video in person. I don't know about you, but I like the idea of that. So how do you win? Let me tell you. You go to your favorite Main Street Media website and you look for Sounds Main Street Media Family Fun Day banner, and that is where you register. And if you have not made it out to the new park here, First Horizon Park, there is so much to do. So say you have someone that may not love sitting through an entire game, but I don't know how you couldn't love it. You have some other activities. So take a look. I want to give you a look at what you can play with, something that you guys can do as a family. They have a speed pitch, 3 pitches for $5. So you can see just how fast you can pitch at the guy that's standing there at the end. I'm not a great pitcher, but I know there are some probably good ones out there. Here, I'm going to show you my throw real quick. Can I throw just one? Okay. This is going to be embarrassing because I'm a slow pitch, really slow pitch, and also want to let you guys know I'll be throwing out the first pitch on Sunday at the Sunday home game that's coming up this Sunday. So here we go. Again, I don't even know. Yep, see, didn't even make it. That is how bad. That was not that fast. So bad. But anyways, you can come and you can do that. And I'm going to pick up the ball because, again, I'm the one that just threw it. But this is what they have standing here. You can pitch and see how fast your pitch is. I'm going to turn this back around there. But that's not the only fun thing that you can do, or if you want to just play a little bit in addition to watching the game. They have some cornhole boards over here.
If your viewers are competitive, the fastest I've seen is 85.
Wait, the fastest is how fast?
The fastest star I've seen.
It's okay. Fastest star he has seen is 85 miles per hour. Can you beat that? Well, come show him here at First Horizon Park. But you see just the number of people here today on a Wednesday. People are still coming in. But again, here's a look at your cornhole boards. Just kind of giving you a look around. I know Devin was out here for our first Sunday Family Fun Day. She had a great time. Go back and check out her Facebook Live because, again, she's so cute and wonderful. She's just out here showing people kind of the same thing I am now, just what you can expect when you come out. For those of you watching this, and we'll have some video that we'll post a little bit later, but you have all the area mascots here tonight. So not only Booster, but I saw the Blue Raider mascot, I saw the giraffe from the zoo, and a number of other mascots. I didn't realize we had so many in the area, but they're here tonight. If you're looking for some good food, I had hot chicken earlier that was tasty with some french fries. Of course, I saw a big long corn dog on a stick. You have all the beverages that you might want here at First Horizon Park. This is always just so beautiful to me. And I don't get to enough games. But just a look at First Horizon Park, the field that our Nashville Sounds play on. So I'm trying to think of what else that we have here. You have Hit City Hall. You also have the Pro Shop inside where you can get all of the fun sound swag. I found a little stuffed baseball that I would like. A couple of shirts maybe. But there's so much seating. If you're wondering, you don't want to sit next to anyone maybe directly, you can spread out a little bit. I see that we have 6 people on here, so thank you guys for joining us. Again, Stephanie Miller with Mornings on Main Street here. Just sharing a little bit of the park here, First Horizon Park, at home of the Nashville Sounds, and how people can win tickets and why they should come out. It's always great to support a home team, whether it's the Sounds or Predators, Titans. It's always good to support home teams, and this is one way to do it. Come out to one of the games and purchase some of the items that they have. But again, how can you win free tickets to a Sunday Family Fun Day? You can do that by registering online through one of your Main Street Media websites. So just go there and look for the banner that is Sounds Main Street Media Family Day banner. I believe that's correct. Go and look for that banner and register there. But I know
you can't see the sights without the sounds. From the crack of the bat to the roar of the crowd and everything in between, discover what Hit City has to offer. Spend your nights cheering on the Nashville Sounds at First Horizon Park with giveaways, fireworks shows, theme weekends, and more. Single game tickets are on sale now. Visit NashvilleSounds.com to claim your seat today.
I gotta tell you, I like going to the Sounds for all the other stuff. I mean, I like the game. I was really interested in the game back when I was a little younger and kind of was dating a Sounds player. But I mean, I digress. It's still fun to go and watch, even if you're not. But they sure are cute. Anyway, you know who else is cute? Matthew McConaughey. His book Green Light's amazing. And I don't always say this, but his book is one that I would consider a life changer. And if you don't know it, you can get it on audiobook. It's really good to have him read it to you. But today is the day for his free online virtual event.
No, thank you. One last time. My family thought I was off my rocker. I remember my brothers called an intervention. They said, "What is your major malfunction, little brother?" I wondered if they were right. But I had to admit to myself, I couldn't waver from my decision. Why? Had to find out.
The event is free. He does have an upcharge of like $47 that feeds children, but that gives an inside virtual event room, a Zoom room, where you can actually ask questions of Matthew. And be part of the event. Hey, you also want to be part of Dino Trek. I'll give you the details for Dino Trek, but keep watching because there was a visitor to visit the real life current day version of some of the velociraptors, the cassowary. If you go to the zoo, it's located right outside Kangaroo Kickabout. Really cool. Stay tuned.
Last Thursday, we got to go to the Nashville Zoo and meet a cassowary. It was a chilly 45 degrees out, so we bundled up and hopped into Esmeralda. Thankfully, her heater still works, so we were nice and toasty. Cassowaries are indigenous to northern Australia and New Guinea. They can weigh up to 140 pounds and reach almost 6 feet tall. They're also the closest thing you're going to get to a real-life velociraptor. Their inside claw on both feet is razor sharp and can grow up to 5 inches in length. But, unlike velociraptors, cassowaries, like our friend Cy here, aren't apex predators on the hunt for fresh meat. Their favorite snack is actually grapes, which we were able to feed them by hand. Cassowaries are the second largest bird in the world, after the ostrich. They're also a keystone species and are essential to the diversity of the rainforest. The male cassowaries make the nest and remain with the eggs and care for the chicks after they hatch. I said I could really identify with that, as a father. Donna almost broke her eyes rolling them so hard. We got cassowary feathers too. It's not every day you get to meet a distant relative to a velociraptor and feed them grapes.
I got started, I moved into town with my band and was looking for a day job, and it turned into being a career.
I got my daughter, she's 9, my son's 12, and they love coming in here working, so, and people love it, so it's like the whole family affair thing, it's amazing,
We can fit 400 pounds of meat on this guy.
What's our most popular dish? Well, brisket Monday through Friday. Wednesday and Friday, it's smoked salmon.
My secret sauce is Papa Maurice's magic sauce. It's my grandfather's recipe. He was basically a mess sergeant in World War II. It's good for us that he didn't know how to cook for anything less than 100 people. And the sauce itself is a blend of Louisiana spices that kind of have a slightly Caribbean vibe. Like there's allspice in there, dill pickle juice instead of vinegar.
every day we'll have our smoked green beans and our smoked baked beans. We got mac and cheese, fried okra, Creole slaw, garlic cheese grits. Saturdays we do buffalo chicken grits. We've got the grit biz down pat. What makes BNC different from everybody else? Well, it's definitely us. Me and Jess, 100%. Like we do it to the fullest. We do everything as good as we can get it. All the time, every day, all day. I want you to eat it and be like, man, that was god dang delicious.
BNC located in the Nashville Farmers Market. You may not think about going to the Nashville Farmers Market to get something to eat ready-made, but BNC is worth it. I like his laugh. It's just so great, wasn't it? I just want to meet them. I think they're fantastic. Well, if you are downtown, you know that it is Predator season, and Predators games are probably some of the most exciting things that you can do. It doesn't matter if it's rain or shine. It's always take a sleeve when you go sit next to the ice.
Hockey in Music City just hits different. It's one big honky-tonk party. It's the sea of gold in the crowd, the goals, the saves, the celebrations. It's an experience like no other. Experience Predators hockey all season long. Visit NashvillePredators.com/season tickets and join the Loyal Legion today. That's NashvillePredators.com/tickets, and we'll see you at Bridgestone Arena.
Season tickets on sale now. You know, have you ever taken a look? Do you have a vinyl siding on your house? Year after year, with the sun and the rain and the wind, it starts to dull. You know, when it was kind of shiny and new, years of pressure washing. A lot of people go out and they pressure wash their siding. It dulls the finish on it. And if you want to get it fixed up, if you want to make it look better, you might want to just update the whole look, because now we think of siding instead of just one long siding. Now that clapboard look that looks like it's made out of hardy board and it looks like a New England cottage. That's a new look, and it's a look that they can do at Mid-South Exteriors. Maybe you want a different color. Maybe you want to change everything. You don't have to move to get a new house.
Hi, I'm Brenda Fielder. At Mid-South Exteriors, our custom sunrooms bring the sunshine in without all the heat and the bugs. And they keep you warm all winter while you enjoy the outdoors all year round. They add real value because we build them like your house to match your house. Or let us save you energy by replacing your windows and old siding. And because we have no retail overhead, we come to you and sell direct to you for less. Call us at 833-8003 or visit us at MidSouthExteriors.com.
Love me some Brenda Fielder, the whole Fielder family. I just love them all. You know who else I love? That we are from a volunteer state. Anytime disaster strikes, we have volunteers that show up. They go, whether they're building, doing cleanup, or whether they're serving meals. Mercy Chefs originated in New Orleans. Gary LeBlanc is the originator, the founder. He's a chef from New Orleans, and he started Mercy Chefs. And in Brentwood, Tennessee, we have a hub, and it is Volunteer Appreciation Month. And in our motivation moment, we want to salute the volunteers from the volunteer state.
Hey everyone, my name is Molly McDonald. I'm the lead volunteer coordinator here at Mercy Chefs. And I want to personally welcome you to our Volunteer Appreciation Month. Volunteers are essential in everything that we do. Just like here today, we are in Little Rock, Arkansas, feeding over 2,000 individuals who have been affected from this tornado. As you can see behind me, we have a whole fleet of volunteers here, and we are so grateful for them, just like we are for you. The coolest thing about Mercy Chefs is you do not have to be a professional chef or have any chef experience with you as you come and volunteer with us. Thank you for believing in Mercy Chefs. Thank you for understanding the mission of feeding body and soul. If you'd like to serve alongside Mercy Chef, please know that you can go to mercychefs.com/serve, fill out a volunteer account, and see all of our current volunteer opportunities waiting for you. Thank you so much.
Healing from substance abuse can be a lonely journey, but you don't have to do it all on your own. At Brooks Healing Center, you matter. We're here to lend you love, support, and acceptance on your journey to find yourself again. With medical detox, residential, and partial hospitalization program levels of care, we help you overcome addiction, trauma, and adverse childhood experiences through personalized healing journeys. Our seasoned team of heart-centered staff is here for you with support, compassion, and hope. At Brooks Healing Center, we'll love you until you fall in love with everything you are.
If you really want to start the flame, I grew up having nothing. Bread, milk, and sugar was our breakfast because my mom was a single mom with my grandmother raising me. And I was one of those unwanted pregnancies, and it was just, we grew up with nothing. And my mother used to always tell me that no matter what little you have, you always give back to someone worse off than you. So fast forward that to, I got married, then I found myself divorced. I found myself at one point losing a job. And I was that single mom who had made the 6 figures, and all of a sudden I had nothing, and my husband had taken everything. And I came home one day, and my lights were off. Nothing in my refrigerator. And I told God if I ever overcame that I would spend my life helping other women.
You know, I'd been in and out of treatment centers, I'd been in and out of jail. I was essentially just institutionalized. I hadn't worked in years. I was completely broken. I was absolutely sick of myself, and I didn't even know where to start. And the hardest part was asking for help and getting that help. And that's a huge challenge for me today, is to identify what I need and verbalize that. I still struggle with taking criticism. I still, criticize. Yeah, I'm my biggest critic, still to this day. But I'm definitely not where I used to be. I'm a lot more independent. I live on my own. I have custody of my son. I was completely alone, and I had dug myself into a hole I didn't think I could get out of. Mm-hmm. And my life is actually better than I could have ever imagined it being. And it's just with the help and grace and patience of others and their willingness to help me in my process.
I had 4 people walk in my office in 2019 after Labor Day, and they came to me on a Thursday, and they said they were brought to me. They came from a halfway house. They were brought to me. They said, "Miss Robin, we were told to come see you as a last resort. We've been to all the job fairs, no one can help us." I said, "Okay, ladies, well, let's talk." So I was able to talk to one of them, and they had a DUI, and I was able to put her to work. That wasn't a problem. The other 2 ladies, I remember Keisha and Rachel. "Miss Robin, you can't help us. I just came out of jail 2 felony thefts. I came out of jail several months ago with an aggravated robbery and burglary."
I came to the sweet addiction shortly after I had admitted myself into a drug abuse program, and Robin was looking for help for seamstress work, and we were sewing masks. I continued to work for Robin, doing baking and sewing.
I never had a dream.
They sat down across my desk, and I said, "Girls, tell me a story." They told me the story. And I had a conversation with God. I told everybody I did. Here I'm going this way, talking this way, while I'm talking to them, horizontally. And I said, "God, what am I supposed to do with these ladies?" He said, "I want you to hire them and bring them in on Tuesday after the holiday." And I said, "I'm having this argument with God. Have you ever done that? And people are talking in front of you." I said, "Okay, Lord, I'm a pretty young company. I don't have a lot of money." He said, "Just do what I told you." So I told the girls, I said, "Keisha, Rachel, come in on Tuesday, and I'll pay you X amount of money." And they, of course, were very touched and said, "Miss Robin, what are we going to do?" And I said, "I don't have a clue. I I said, but I'll tell you after I pray over the weekend. And they came in on Tuesday, and you fast forward about 6 months later, we got a 501c3. That was a month before the pandemic hit. You can't sell cupcakes and cheesecakes in a pandemic. So we swapped everything with sewing machines, and I brought the girls in to sew, and we did many things, giving back to the community. And then here we are in 23, actually 22, we decided, you know what, the pandemic's slowing down, we can now open up as a bakery, and that's where we're at right now.
I pretty much raised myself from the age of 12. My mom was always working. She was never really home. My father wasn't in the picture, and I was an only child. So I quickly found the streets, and that was where I fit in the most with all the other black sheep. But there's a connection with Miss Robin and this program, and she's teaching me how to cook. And I've never been taught things like that. So it just shows me like it's never too late to like make the right decision, and it's never too late for someone to come into your life and change you.
I was molested by the man that raised me when I was around 12 or 13 because I'd watched physical abuse between him and my mother. I was terrified to tell the truth, and then I hid it for a very long time because I thought if my mother did know, she would probably kill him, and then I would lose both parents. So I was literally sat between the woman who I loved, who I was trying to protect, and the man who had hurt me and her, with two officers in front of me questioning me. I hid it for about 20 years. And it wasn't until one day it just hit me that it needed to come out. I was in my 30s and finally told my mother and my sister. I had hid it for so long, I had thought I had healed from it. And I realized I hadn't. It wasn't until I was incarcerated and I sat down and used every minute to the best I could for the most part. I read my Bible. I dug really, really deep to realize, obviously it wasn't me. No matter what the circumstances was, it wasn't me. And the best way to heal was to be the best version of myself I could ever be. I stopped allowing people to dictate what they do to me and how they make me feel. I think when we keep it inside, I've been taught, and I've kind of learned this too as well, when you keep it buried, it's like the devil's way of keeping you in that shame state. And once you learn to talk about it and speak freely about it, because first and foremost, you should never be embarrassed because you didn't do it. It's something that was done to you, and there's so many people that it was done to that you should never feel embarrassed because you're not alone. Once you can speak about it freely, that healing begins.
It's one of the things that I was given as a responsibility with Robin was doing time studies when I was sewing different projects, how long it would take me and time myself. That particular skill that I was able to learn, and independently working, I used when working for a factory when I was in the quality department doing rework. And so it was something that I was able to carry over into other job opportunities.
I hold my head up. I don't look at the ground when I walk anymore. And that is one thing that has taken me almost 40 years. To not drop my head when I walk, and to know that when I'm faced with a task, I might not be able to do it the right way the first time, but with encouragement, positive words, and the right group of women or people behind you, can pretty much move mountains.
What about now?
I have lots of dreams. I feel like I can be a professional. I feel like I can make it in the professional world. I can make something of myself. And I have enough time left to do so. That my potential is, there's no cap to my potential as long as I keep going and don't pick up and stay in the process of recovery.
You make me cry. I don't don't look at it as I've affected them. You know, God's allowed me to be an instrument. They're becoming the best they can be. It's just rewarding to see them believing in themselves. That's what it feels like. It feels good to know that they are finally believing in their potential.
Kind of like hindsight's 2020. So looking back, I have a lot more gratitude for the opportunity that I was given in the first year of recovery to work for Robin, because she gave me a lot of space, a lot of patience, because man, I did not work well with others. And so she gave me the time that I needed to really kind of hone my skills and to settle into myself. And when it was time for the little birdie to fly and leave the nest, I did.
I'm starting to get a lot of things back. I did lose my children in April of 2020. I have since then gained them back. But a lot of the things that I've gained mostly are internal. Confidence, self-worth, self-love, things that nobody can take away from me.
I've seen a lot of women that were facing obstacles, and just reaching across the desk and letting them know you're not alone. And I've told so many people, you walked through the right door today, and that's because we will be by your side. We will pray with you, we will cry with you, we will laugh with you, and we'll fight for you. So it's one of those things that all my experience kind of really goes towards that, and watching these women just bloom is something that I honestly see why Miss Robin is addicted to that feeling.
We need funding to bring more girls on board. My company, A&H, has been funding it for 2.5 years. We need funding, scholarships for the girls to be paid and to learn. Wow. And people to hire us for catering or such special events, because that allows the girls to put things in practice. They're not only learning to bake and create, but they get to learn to interact with people who have made it in the business world. Gives them hope that, hey, if that person can make it, I can. You know, so it gives them that camaraderie among themselves, and also that belief in, hey, and it really does sound good when they hear some of the stories of these other women who are professional. I met one the other day, and she gave her story, and they're like, wow, I never thought that of her. And then they realize, she's no different than I am.
We are home, we are family, we are things to do and place to see. Mom and pops, local grown, small business Saturdays. We are Main Street, Main Street, Main Street. We are your Main Street today.